have a question for you. Like, how you this young, and you've achieved everything that you've achieved thus far. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, I've always known that, okay, I was going to do this, so I gave myself to it like really early. This year makes it my 10 year, of being a mainstream producer.
So do you think AI artists should be allowed?
Okay, so that one is the bad thing. Do you understand? So it's bad when you take someone else's property without giving credit.
And AI does that.
To the people, of course. What does AI do?
Let me get this straight. An album in 60 days.
Yes.
Some would say that if you rush the creative process, you miss the creative gold.
Well, I would say the concept behind this is allowing the people to make the album the way they want to hear it.
Over 10 years in the game, I do want to know, was there ever a moment in your career where you almost gave up?
I try to remind myself of the reason why I started in the first place, which number one is to be financially free. Let's be very realistic.
Economizing.
What is your top 3 advice, gem advice to men in order for them not to miss being a great father to their kids? What will be your top 3?
Try to be, number one, try to be in the life of your kids. If you have more than one, try to be in their life, because you make the society better.
Back to back, that's what we do, man. We are hit music for Lagos for a reason. Your number one station in the city of Lagos. And of course, this is the dopest midday radio show on the freaking planet. Real Skills and BB Ray holding you down right there, man. You know how we do. And of course, right now, we're proceeding to, towards making sure that you're having a great time on the show. And we have a special guest, in the building, an icon in the house right now, man. Let's.
Exactly. Honestly, joining us today, he's the man behind some of the biggest sounds in African music. I'm talking about a sonic architect, okay? His beats alone have shaped the sound of modern Afro beats. He's produced some of the biggest hits, some of the biggest stars, such as Techno, Yemi Alade, Mr. Easy, and honestly, so many more, known as the Drummer Boy.
Come on.
Yeah, his sound is global.
Legacy.
His rhythm is infectious.
Legacy.
Come on.
Creativity unmatched.
Come on.
He's the one and only hitmaker himself,
Come on.
Krizbeatz
In the building.
Come on.
Yes,
Thank
round
you.
of applause.
Thank you.
Man, it's
Thank
great
you
to
so
have you,
much.
man. It's
Welcome.
great to have you, man. How I have a question for you. Like, how this young, and you've achieved everything that you've achieved thus far. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like they say, God has made everything good, but determination is also key. I've always known what I wanted to do ever since I was a little chap. So it just goes like hand in hand. I've always known that, okay, I was going to do this, so I gave myself to it like really early. This year makes it my 10 year, of being a mainstream producer. So
man, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
It really is. 10 years in the game, what do you feel like has changed when it comes to the way that you approach producing music then versus now?
Okay, so then I think I would like to say we had a lot of making stuff from scratch. I'm saying 10 years. Someone like SARS has done maybe 15 to 20 years.
Crazy.
So we shouldn't feel like 10 years is not so far-fetched.
Right.
But a lot of things has changed, especially how we make music. Has changed. Now we have a lot of AI coming into the game, and then you don't necessarily have to be the person creating the stuff. You can just be the person who knows the prompt.
Right.
Let's tap in, into that AI conversation that you just mentioned, because that's one thing that I feel like I want to do a TEDx talk about. Because I don't believe, in my own view, I do not believe that AI should be allowed into music. Because in my view, there are tons of people who are gifted to do certain things, and they're still struggling to make earnings from their craft. Now AI is coming to make it worse for them, because those people will become, they might become redundant, even though God gave them a gift essentially as a human being. And I think music is spiritual, is very, very spiritual. So let me ask you, AI and music, is that a marriage that should be allowed or not?
Yes, I think so, because AI, like every other thing, is a tool. You know, so you use it. I on a low between us, of course, I know people are listening.
And the millions of people listening, but okay.
But I am also creating something that allows you to be able to make music, you know, with AI. You know, so I feel like just like samples, you know, that you didn't make the sample, someone else made it. You just took it and then you did your thing on it, and it becomes your beat. You know, so AI like that is a tool to be used. You just need to know. So everyone needs to learn how to use it. Just like everybody's learning now that content is coding.
Right.
Do you understand? So we need to also learn, I need to type this prompt and get this thing, type it and get this. So you from there get something that you like, and you make it into something that is yours.
Right.
How about AI artists? Should AI artists, you know, be allowed? You know, artists that are not
make the
real,
same amount of money as regular
you know,
artists.
like and note this, Krizbeatz, knowing that whatever AI, you know, there is as a, you know, creating an AI artist means they use the information of people that already exist. And they don't give credit to those people. Neither does any of the money. For instance, if you say, I want you to create an R&B artist that sounds this way, AI will go and take, you know, some of the best R&B artists and merge all of their qualities. So do you think AI artists should be allowed?
Okay, so that one is the bad thing. Do you understand? So it's bad when you take someone else's property without giving credit.
And AI does that.
You know, to the people. Of course. What does AI do? AI pulls from information.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
You train it on what you want it to do. You know, so but we have a lot of co-production that can be done with AI. You know, so if we look at the bad parts, we should look at the good
part as well.
Do you understand? So we cannot say something is do people do something bad? Can something bad happen when you fly? Yes. But do you fly? Yes. Do you understand?
I feel you.
Yeah. So I feel like there's always a balance in the thing. You know, AI can make music, but AI cannot perform at a show.
Right.
Until they give you a hologram.
Exactly. I was just about to say, until they give you the holograph, man. Anyway, we've still got more with Krizbeatz in the building right here. But you know what? He's released a brand new song. It's called Kinda Girl. Yeah. When we come back, we're going to be talking a little bit about the brand spanking new record. But let's let the music speak for itself. Kinda Girl. Krizbeatz coming on through. Keep it locked right here.
Let's go. Fire.
My girl, my kind of girl.
Vegas 22.3, we are Max FM. It's the Max Hits right here, right now. It's me, BB Ray, Real Skills, holding you down till 2 p.m.
Yes.
12:21, and in the studio, I've got a very special guest. The incredibly talented Krizbeatz is with us. Yeah, and you just heard his brand spanking new single. It's called Kinda Girl, and it's such a vibe, man. So walk us through that particular record. What does that record mean to you? What's the message / meaning behind the song?
Okay, so shout out Leah, shout out Kemuel. I started making an album in 60 days, and
I heard about that.
That's really cool.
Yes, and I posted online. You know, they said, "Oh, you need to release an album before a particular time." So I started. Well, I think we're like day 33 today. So, so this is the first song we made. So I made this beat online, and I left a message for people and say, "Oh, do you have an idea of anybody that can jump on this?" So Kemuel sent me a message that he likes it, so I sent him the beat. He made something and I posted it online again, like, okay, now I have this vibe. I need someone else to come on it, and Leah also did the same thing, and then they sent me back the song. I think we made everything in like 2 days.
Wow.
You know, and we put it out, and that goes to tell you that it's not about the amount of time you spend on a particular thing. Yeah.
But when you're making a record, do you know which one is going to be the hits? Like when you're in the studio, do you feel that adrenaline?
So you said it before that he usually knows when something is going to be big.
Yeah.
And, you know, how do you know? Like to join with what BB saying, is asking, do you know? How do you know?
You know, so the knowing is, I know this is going to be a good song that will make people feel good, you know. So, and that is essentially what I always go after. That's all what I always gravitate towards is how do you feel when you listen to this song? Of course, this song, you feel the island vibe, you feel the R&B in it, you feel the Afro thing. So it's about the mood for me. So if the mood is right, when I made Pana, I wasn't trying to make the biggest song, you know. I was just trying to make a feel-good song, you know, and then have
you ever made a feel-good song that didn't go, you know, really big?
Yes.
Interesting. Now, and how did that make you feel when you compare that to, hey, but Chris, every time you feel good about a song, it always goes big.
Yeah.
But this one did not go big.
Yes.
What came to your head at that point?
So, I came to the realization that big, I should not mix feel good with big. You know, if a song is good, it's good. Then if it's going to go, it's going to go. If not, the right audience will find it in due time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you're working on an album. Let me get
Yes.
this straight. An album in 60 days.
Yes.
Some would say that if you rush the creative process, you miss the creative gold. So what would somebody like you, who is literally working towards creating an album in 60 days, what would somebody like you respond to that?
Well, I would say the concept behind this is allowing the people to make the album the way they want to hear it.
Okay.
You know, because I'm not saying I'm doing this.
Okay.
I'm saying, okay, what do you think I should add? Oh, you want this? What do you think I should add? Oh, you want this? So I'm making it with the people.
So it's interactive.
Yes, very.
So if I tell you I want, maybe me as a person say, yo, Chris, I want some hard electronic vibe on a record, produced by Krizbeatz.
Yes.
And you don't do hard Metallica.
Yes.
Right.
Will he make the album?
Oh, then you will be wrong, because I studied audio technology and my genre was electronic dance music.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Multifaceted.
Okay. So I would actually love to do that.
You know those hard Metallica.
Yes.
So you do that Afro EDM.
Yes.
And you've established that it's something that you pioneered.
Yeah.
Iconic stuff, by the way.
Thank you.
But then those hard Metallica. Yes, can you jump for that?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Man, I need to go and set you up.
I would
I need
love
to holler some people on social media.
I would
to
love
go on your
to do
Instagram.
Honestly and truly.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier on that your extensive career has been over 10 years now.
Yes,
so over 10
yes.
years in the game. I do want to know, was there ever a moment in your career where you almost gave up? You were like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not getting the recognition I deserve. I'm not getting the praise, the love.
Yeah.
Was there ever that point in your career?
Yeah, that's every day.
Ooh. Real.
Yeah.
So what do you say to yourself when you find that those thoughts are creeping into your mind? What do you then say to yourself?
That's a very good question, by the way. I try to remind myself of the reason why I started in the first place, which number one is to be financially free. Let's be very realistic.
Economizing.
And secondly is I love this, and this is the only thing that doesn't feel like work to me, even though it is a lot of work, and just pick myself up and say, you know what? I need to get this done. And I just move through it. And then I'm a people person, you know. I like when everybody's happy around me, I try to make sure, are you good? Do you need money? Do you need money?
Of course I need it. If you're asking me, I need money. Because you face me when you ask that question.
Yes. The answer is yes. Anyway, you being a people person definitely shows in the music, and we see it with the quality of the collaborations that you deliver us. And this next song is absolutely no different. You collaborated with Darko and Ajabo Hustlers on this one. It's called Wicked Jazz, coming through right here. Keep it locked for more with Krizbeatz when we come back.
Music right there, Krizbeatz featuring Darko and Ajabo Hustlers, and that one right there, amazing record. But of course, when we're talking about someone as genius as Krizbeatz is, someone as iconic as he is, as extraordinary as he is, I don't think it should be a surprise when we hear extraordinary music from him. And you said that new album, I can't wait for it to manifest. But let me backtrack a little bit to your last album earlier this year, Daddy Daycare.
Yeah.
And you said that album was inspired by you becoming a father.
Yes.
And your journey through all of that. I want to ask you, because you're probably like a father for you're one of the newest fathers in town. What is your top 3 advice, gem advice to men in order for them not to miss being a great father to their kids? What will be your top 3?
That's a tough one because I've been saying, be
honest, it's a safe space. It's a safe space.
Okay, so I'll say try to be number one, try to be in the life of your kids. If you have more than one, try to be in their life, because you make the society better You know, you contribute to building the society.
That's huge.
And it's really important, especially. So I've gotten more sensitive, if there's any word like that, about things. You know, about please don't do this in my space. Please don't do this. Please do this. Please don't do this. You know, because my kid is always around the studio. You know, so is that's daddy guy. You know, if there's anyone like that,
daddy daycare,
daddy guy. You know, that I want my kid to be around to know exactly what I'm doing. You know, don't do what you don't want your kid to see, or you don't want them to do. You know, so yes, so it has really helped me in that way. You know, so my advice would be a great father. There's no manual for it. You just have to learn it. You know, on the go. And we have social media now. If our parents had social media, maybe it would have turned out a little better than we.
Don't you think social media is also doing a bit of a lot of harm to parenthood?
No, but then you get free therapy session on social media. You know,
okay. From that angle,
it's free now.
Is it, or is it? You know, I'm always so conscious of what I consume online. You know, you never know what is necessarily pushing maybe some sort of like narrative to your subconscious. You need to be careful about what you consume.
Of course.
But now, speaking as a musician, a father, a musical father,
and a father figure,
a father figure to many, because I mean you help people out.
Yeah.
How would you say that being a father and becoming a father has changed maybe the kind of music that you make, or your choice in, I guess you could say, collaborations or even songs that you decide to release? Has it changed your artistry?
So the songs that I decide to release, I don't think I've always been that person that I'm particular about the kind of song I put out. So that hasn't changed, but the work approach has changed, because now by 6, 7, I'm no more in the studio.
Right.
It's full-time family time.
Yeah.
You know, but from morning till evening,
you're working.
I'm working.
Daddy's
working.
working.
Yeah. Well, after that, I spend time with my family.
I love
to do that.
I love that.
Man.
Yeah.
You've done everything, like, when it comes to, like,
I've
working.
not done everything.
No, like, I mean, like, I said, when it comes to, I'm getting somewhere. When it comes to, working with, like, some of the most talented artists, but who are some of those people that you've not worked with, that if you could have a wish, and the answer to that wish would be yes, who are some of those people that you still like to work with?
Okay, I've not done Thames. I would love to do that. What's this guy's name that we're talking about in the car? The new guy. The new Charlie Poppy. The new Charlie Poppy. Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I need to ask that guy what Shakabulism.
It's just the vibe.
You know what I mean?
I would love to do that. And yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we'd love to see that coming.
Yeah.
What does the rest of the year have in store for you? 2025 is coming to an end real soon. So
yes.
What is left on the bucket list that you need to check off?
Yeah, so first we need to finish this album in 60 days. So the day 33. And I feel like, okay, so I will get one of you guys to like sing a song today.
Hey.
And it will be on record that on Max FM we sang a song. And when I post it on my social media, you guys can see it and how the song sounds.
Okay.
So
are you going to tweak the song and make a beat from it?
I mean, you have to make it as complicated as possible. So
complicated
so
as possible.
So it's
but we just have to sing the song. We just have to sing
any
the song.
Any song.
Okay.
Yeah. So
challenge accepted. We'll do that. We'll do that.
You save us.
Yeah. Well,
because I can't sing to save your life.
I've heard you.
Like
the funny
when
thing
I sing
is,
with my thick voice, people be like, "Please don't just go rap."
You hear skills singing like Ariana Grande.
Wow.
in a thick voice.
Wow.
But it's been so much vibes. Congratulations on the release of your latest record, Kinda Girl. It's going crazy. Make sure to go ahead and stream it on all major DSPs. It's Krizbeatz called Kinda Girl. It's available everywhere. Man. And in case people want to, look you up online and whatnot,
social media and all that.
Yeah, so that's Krizbeatz _KRIZBATZ _. everywhere.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for coming through on the show
Thank
today.
you so much.
And I gotta drag you out real soon, for Breaking It Down podcast. I gotta have you on my podcast. There are tons of things I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Like tons of stuff that I want to ask you that I couldn't, because of time. How radio be like sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, big ups to you for coming through.
Thank you so much
on the show right there, man. Yes, and when you do your next academy session, please let me know so I can come and register.
Definitely.
So I can come and learn from the maestro.
Even myself. Myself, let me learn a thing or two.